I think our executive director, you have to verify our General Assembly so that we can continue with our business.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. We now get into the General Assembly and the agenda for the day. And I will start by the roll call, which will be in alphabetical order. Burundi, present. Djibouti, present. Eritrea, present. Ethiopia, present. Kenya, present. Rwanda, present. Somalia, present. South Sudan, present. Sudan, present. Tanzania, present. Uganda, present. And Zanzibar, present. Mr. President and the General Assembly, I confirm to you that we have all our members present and that this meeting meets the composition for our General Assembly and it complies with our statutes. I would now like to invite the President of SECFA to give his opening remarks.
Our host, people of this beautiful land of South Sudan, President Agustino, our host, Vice President of CAFU, my brother Suleiman Waberi, EXCOM members of SECFA, invited zonal president who are here, member of SECFA, president, general secretaries, our host from FIFA and the CAF, EXCOM of South Sudan, led by my brother, Vice President Charles, who is also the Speaker of East Equatorial State, in one of the states in South Sudan, the Chairman of ACA, but also my brother Jibril, President of Niger, our former General Secretary of SECFA, now is the title is Executive Director, my brother Nicholas Musoni, all invitee guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Jambo and welcome to the SECFA General Assembly 2025, Juba. I sincerely thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to attend the General Assembly and important milestone in governance management in our zone. I want a special thanks my brother, President Agustino, the President of South Sudan Football Association, for gracious agreed to host us here this year, and for what he has been remarkable, a very hospitable organization of our General Assembly since yesterday. In a special way, allow me to welcome our brothers present, Colonel Hima Hamidou, Jibril Lamin Kababa from Wafu, and also my brother Ibrahim Gusa from also Wafu zone. There's B and A Wafu there, but also my brother Mayolas from UNIFAC. Your presence here is testament to the strong brotherhood of our football. As always, we say that football unites the world, and we are here to do that. We continue to make significant strides in the growth of football in our region. For the second edition in row, our zone sent a team to the FIFA Under-17 Girls World Cup that was held in Dominican Republic. Congratulations to Kenya to make the second edition. Before it was Tanzania, last 2 years in India. And if you remember, when we are in Rwanda, I think our brother from FIFA, you remember that day when I told my brother Pinnick that they have to watch, SECFA zone is coming. Is now my board is starting to work. And our brother Ibrahim, you have to go to tell Pinnick to remind that. He was said, do the head like this, but tell him to do like this, that it is okay now. The CAF African School Football Champion Continental Final was hosted in Zanzibar, March 2024. And in the final, Tanzania beat Guinea to win the boys' title. And this is the second title for African School Championship Africa to come in our zone. Previously, it was Durban, South Africa, where Tanzania girls were the champion. And our girls from Uganda finished third. But also, we have arranged our tournaments as per our calendars. And we have Dar Kagame Cup 2024, which was held in Dar es Salaam, attracting 12 teams who bet in out of the club bragging rights of the region. The event welcomed new partner, including Tanzania Port Authority, with collaboration with Adam. But also, we have CAF Women Championship League, SECFA Zone, was staged in Addis Ababa. For the first time, we had yet another champion of the zone representing us in the continental competition, Commercial Bank of Ethiopia, which won 1-0 against Police Bullet from Kenya. Also, we have a total Energy Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations SECFA qualifier was staged in Tanzania. Tanzania defeat Kenya 2-1 in final. Congratulations for Tanzania and Kenya, who qualified to represent our zone in AFCON Under-20 this year, which will be held in Ivory Coast. Also, we have the CAF African School Football Championship SECFA Zone qualifier was tested in Uganda and Tanzania, and Uganda match winners Tanzania for boys and Uganda girls category, and respectively, they will represent the zone at the Continental CAF African School Football Tournament 2025. Also, we had our Under-17 African Cup of Nations SECAFA qualifier, which was staged in Uganda, and Uganda beat Tanzania in final at the Hamza Stadium in Akivugo, but Uganda and Tanzania qualify to represent our zone for the Total Energy Under-17 African Cup of Nations, which will also, it will be used as a qualifier to the World Cup. And I promise you, our team from our zone all will go to the World Cup. My brother Gusa, take it. But also, last week, we were having a pilot Under-17 girls integrated football tournament gift as a pilot, which CAF was introduced, was staged for the first time in Tanzania, and the Tanzania JKT Queens Under-17 were the champions. The second were TDS Talent Development Scheme Tanzania. I don't know, maybe next year we'll have the African club after all the zone played. For capacity building, we had a couple of very productive, successful capacity building initiatives. The zone held the executive women workshop in Ethiopia, match coordinator workshop held in Kenya, 2 VAR training workshop held in Tanzania, and medical and doping workshop in Uganda. Thank you for Secretariat for championing this workshop to ensure success of the same. Azam TV, our broadcasting, my brother Patrick is here. Our broadcast partner continued to believe in our zone, and this year ensures the staging of many tournaments, including Dapot Kagame Cup, through the financial support. Important Azam TV continue to showcase our regional football talent across East Africa. For that, we are very grateful. Patrick, please kind pass our gratitude to the entire leadership and the management of Azam. We welcome our partner, Dapot, Tanzania Port Authority. Unfortunately, they are not here. They are supposed to be here today, but they are not here because of another activity in Tanzania. But also, we have we believe that we'll have a long-time partnership with our partner. We are still talking, discussing with them, like what we are doing with one of the county government in Kilifi by hosting our SECAFA beach soccer in Kilifi for 3 years. We'll inform we'll inform you about that partnership so that we have another partnership in board. But before finish my remarks, I have to invite our brother Mohammed Hussein in our family as newly elected FKF president last year. But also I have my brother Dr. Mutasim Gafra. We are supposed to be together with him, but he was summoned by the government in Sudan for arrangement of things which concern about football in Sudan. Therefore, he's not here today, but he wishes you or us the good and best General Assembly, so that if he'll finish before, we'll meet with him in Morocco. To all our visiting president, we hope you enjoy the warmth and the hospitality of Juba. Wishing you all here our best General Assembly, and wishing you safe travel back home after our meeting. As already we have our minister declare that our meeting open. Okay, let us go on with our official business. Thank you for listening. You are welcome. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. We'll move on to the next agenda for today, and that is the designation of 2 members responsible for verifying the official minutes. And the 2 members designated are Uganda and Somalia. Thank you. Our next agenda item is appointment of scrutineers, and the scrutineers for the purpose of this meeting will be Rwanda and South Sudan. Thank you.
So, the 2 activities we approve for the proposal for scrutineers and the verified. Are we approved? Okay. If the president, you are tired, okay, you can tell your general secretary to raise the hand. Yeah? This is a meeting. Okay, another agenda.
The next agenda item, Mr. President, is suspension of a member, which is not applicable. So we will go through that. And then we will have the adoption of the minutes of the last General Assembly held at Pride Inn Hotel in Mombasa on Friday, 16th January 2023.
Okay. Confirmation and the adoption of minutes. I think you have already received the minutes. Do you receive? Do you go through it? So, we adapt it? Okay, go on.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this moment in time, I'll ask the Chairman of the Finance Committee, Agostino Madot, to come forward and present the annual accounts and budgets for the year.
Okay, President. Okay.
Well, thank you, General Secretary. Thank you, President of SECFA, members of SECFA, members of General Assembly here. As the Chairman of Finance Committee, I have a summary of report. I think you have a detailed report with you. Of course, what I want to inform you before I deliver the report, we decided last General Assembly, we decided to align ourselves to CAF calendar in terms of finance, because CAF calendar aimed by always in June. So we align ourselves as a SECFA because we are members of CAF, and that's why we have to align ourselves with CAF. So this overview of report, you have a detailed reports with you. We will start with one. These are tournament income. And we have income disbursed. You have note 3, see page 11. In the year 2024, we have 1,001,850. For the purpose of comparison of 2023, you can see we're having 3,453,000,000. These are for purpose of comparison. The annual subscriptions of the members in note 4, page 11, we have 16,500, which in other year we are having 31,000. It means that other members of SECFA have not paid their subscriptions. And then you can see from a total income in page 6 that indicate the total amount of 2024 in comparison of 2023. You go to expenses. Tournament expenses, you can see note 5 and 17 and page 11. We have 343,912,000. And then in comparison, you can see 2023, and this is for comparison reasons. Admin expenses in note 18, page 12 is $1,096,060, and in comparison of other year was 122,860. It means we were having so many activities in 2024. Meeting and conferences, you can see note 19. I think you have all the report. You can go and see the details. Meeting and conferences, note 19, page 12. We're having 186 and 93,000 $. In comparison, it means we are having several meetings in 2024. And the total is 700. You can see page 5, 727,065,000 $, and 3 million in comparison, 3,793,890 in the year 2023. And this means sometime for other years, we wait for CAF to rebase the activities that we have done for competition for other meetings. You go to 3, subscription. Our standing subscription in note 20, page 12, we have 42,000 supposed to be a subscription paid, and the collected subscription in page 12 is 7,500. 500 that is collected. It means we have members association that have not paid their money, and the details are there. You can see from note 20, page 12, which members have not paid their money, and it is due for any member to look and pay the subscription, because this would help the management to expense or to be running the office. The outstanding amount, when we come here in 2023, member subscription were reviewed upward to USD 1,500. The last General Assembly in Mombasa, we decided for subscription to be increased to 1,500 every year annually. And there is a proposal, we have proposed, because when we evaluate the costs of running the office, we got out that it's very difficult for the office to be run effectively. And that's why the finance committee propose for subscription of the members to be increased to 5,000 rather than 1,500. So is the General Assembly to accept or endorse? Otherwise, we'll continue to have 1,500 and we'll have a deficiency of our administration management. And that's why the Finance Committee, under my leadership, recommend and propose that 500 to be a subscription of members association in SECFA. We have our outstanding amounts due by CAF. You can see note 20, page 12. And actually, for the purpose of report, that is why we are reporting 471,672. But already the CAF has cleared this amount. But for the purpose of report, that's why we are reporting this. Payable to Eritrea National Federation, page note 22, page 13. In 2018, the Eritrea hosted the match of under 17. However, since then, the money that they spent during the competition has not been reimbursed, and that's why it was difficult for money to be the money was paid to SECFA. SECFA was unable, when sending to the bank, to Eritrea Bank, was not possible, and that's why the CAF and the SECFA decided the money to be returned back to CAF, and CAF returned money to FIFA, and FIFA sent the money back to Federation of Eritrea. The amount is 242 and 500,000 US dollar, and this thing within the SECFA in the final process to send the money back to CAF, whereby the CAF will see the way forward whether they send the money to FIFA or they get a way to send the money direct to Federation of Eritrea. Other matters, number 5, due to improve and sound financial management by Secretariat in the year 2022, the outstanding indemnities and dues to Federation have significantly reduced in 2024 from US $1,234,901 US dollar in 20 to US dollar 289,303 in 2024. There is improvement because we used to owe a lot of money for the SECFA Federation, but this thing has been reduced. So now our financial checkbooks, our financial balance is clear. This is what we mentioned. This we mean the SECFA Federation is not having any problem with finance because CAF also has improved sending money on time to let us pay the activities on time. And therefore, we feel our financial management is safe. Number 6, SECFA has now aligned the financial reporting calendar to CAF. This is what before. That is on 30 June every year, which is the basis of the current audit report. This report is 6 months because we want to align ourselves with the CAF, as I said before, and therefore, in the next General Assembly, we'll have a 1-year report, not 6 months, because the decision of General Assembly was to align ourselves, and that's why we report 6 months before, and then we report 6 months now, so that we have we align ourselves with CAF, and next time it will be a 1-year report for next General Assembly. CAF has implemented and enterprise resources planning, which is called ERP system, is for good governance. In financial governance, they have introduced this system, of which SECFA is adopting this, of which the SECFA also will try to train the members, the financial members of SECFA to understand ERP, which is Enterprise Resources Planning, for the good governance and for easy, because we used before to send to CAF, and CAF has to verify and send us back and delay for them to transfer the activities money to SECFA or to members of CAF. And therefore, they introduced this to easy our work. And this is the report, a summary report of our finance of 6 months of 2024. And I want to say, Mr. President, I submit this report, a financial report, is a summary, and anybody you want the details, you get back to the comprehensive report. So I thank the members, the finance manager, and the audits also will give some alignment of reports in case of anything. So I submit my present.
Okay, thank you. He is already submitted. He's our chairman of the Finance Committee. So, I will receive it. Okay. So I think maybe you can sit.
I have a budget.
Eh? You have a budget? Yeah. Okay. Just submit it. If you have a paper already and the delegates, they have a paper, you have to submit it. Don't read it. Just submit it if they have a copy.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. President, the Chair of General Assembly. Of course, I have quickly the report about the budget of the year 2024-2025. And of course, this is very simple. Number one is atonement budget, FIFA forward for the period. For this period is 1,250,000 for 6 tournaments prepared in SECFA competition calendar 2025. And in close, you can see also from details. Secondly, we estimated the sponsorship funding. These are things that we estimate. The sponsored funding is 1 million, for senior tournament that is in Azam and Dar Islam Port, among others. We appreciate the Azam and we appreciate the Tanzania Dar es Salaam Port for their commitments in supporting us in Kigami Cup and other senior activities. Second, the subvention budgets. CAP disbursement for subvention is $750,000 US. This for operation costs and other activities related to management. There are other 2 categories, workshops and operation. These are things that are related to that. Workshop subvention budget for 5 workshops estimated, because we have several workshops for training and other meetings. US dollar is 397,500,000. The operation cost, the administration budget USD is 353,500, with the major expenses categories: salaries for our staff, travel, branded and merchandise. The salary of the staff 136,800. Travel of the members is 43,640. Branded merchandise is 14,000. Staff medical coverage insurance is 16,824. These are things, of course, in marketing, and that's why we estimated 1 million. These are things contributed because Azam always supported us. We have also the Tanzania Authority, Tanzania Port Authority supported us. We have also, which is still a company from Kenya. They are also sponsoring us in beach soccer, which is to be realized. And we wish more private sector to come in to support the SECFA, because what we get, the subvention we get from CAF or from FIFA is not enough to carry our activities. If we have to improve SECFA activities and competition, we have to look for more private sector. And we wish Azam take more courage to increase us. And I think President Asias and President Magogo last time when we met with His Excellency the President Kagame, we were wondering, we said SECFA is not bad enough in terms of our private sector businesses and economy. And in football, we are a little bit, though we are improving, as our president said, we are a little bit behind. It's not because that we don't have that talent. It's because we don't have much sponsors to our activities, to our football. And therefore, the private sector are more wanted to come in to support our clubs and to support our grassroots and talent so that we grow further. And I think we will wish SECFA to be more competitive. My President, I submit the budget. Thank you.
Okay, he submitted also the budget. Do you receive it? Okay, so
thank you.
Before going to sit, I think we have to do two things. Before, or you can sit, and then we can invite the auditor, and we will approve all the things together.
Oh, please, my auditor.
Auditor?
Can you come in to verify the report, whether I'm correct or not?
Ah, you may sit, President. Auditor, just tupe opinion yako. Just give us your opinion so that we can make life easy.
All right, thank you, Chair. So we have managed to audit those figures that has been presented here, and we are issuing a clean opinion after reviewing and verifying all the figures.
Sorry, this is we have an annual financial statement for the 6 months ended June 2024. It's what he's presenting here. This is the audited report for 6 months. As we have agreed that we are doing our finances not to calendar year, we are doing to fiscal year. Therefore, we have commissioned audit to finish the 6 months, and then from July up to June, it will be represented in the coming General Assembly. Therefore, we have this document for 6 months. Okay, auditor, you can tell them the page for this document. Oh, go on. Eh? Yeah. Go on.
Thank you, Chair. So our report is included on page 4 to 5 on this document that the Chair has mentioned about. And I'll highlight on our opinion. I'll go back again. So we managed to audit the report as the figures has been presented here. And in that regard, we are issuing a clean opinion where we are saying that the financial statement of SECFA give a true and fair view of the council operations in terms of the cash flows, the statement of the financial positions, and all of them in accordance with the international financial reporting standards and the financial rules and regulations of the Confederation. In terms of the basis of our opinion, we have audited these figures in accordance with the international standards on auditing, and our responsibilities under those standards are further described the auditor's responsibility for the audit of the financial statement and the section of this report. And we confirm our independence of the association in accordance with the international ethical standards and also the code of ethics for the professional accountants. In terms of other information, we are saying that the secretary is there as responsible for the other information that might or may be included in this financial report. Then we are saying the secretariat responsibility of the financial statement. We are saying that the secretariat is responsible for preparation of and the fair presentation of the financial statement in accordance with the IFRS, which are the international financial reporting standards, and also the financial regulations of the Confederation. And also we say that the Secretariat is also responsible for assessing the association's ability to continue as a going concern and disclosing as applicable matter relating to going concern and using the going concern basis accounting unless the Secretariat either intends to liquidate the association or cease operations or have no realistic alternative but to do so. In terms of our responsibility, we are supposed to identify and assess the risk of material misstatement in this financial statement, whether due to fraud or error, design, and appropriate to provide basis for our opinion, of which I've mentioned up there that we have issued a clean opinion. We are also supposed to obtain an understanding of the internal control relevant to the audit in order to design the audit procedures and the tests that we have managed to perform through this audit. Then we are also supposed to evaluate the appropriateness of the accounting policies that has been used and also the reasonableness of the accounting estimates related to disclosures made by the directors or the secretariat for this case. Then we are also supposed to conclude on the appropriateness of the director's use of the going concern basis of accounting and based on that audit evidence obtained, whether a material uncertainty exists related to events or conditions that may cast significant doubt on the ability to continue as a going concern. So that's also part of our responsibility. And last but not least, we are supposed to evaluate the overall presentation, structure, and content of the financial statement, including the disclosures, and whether the financial statement represents the underlying transactions and the events in a matter that achieves fair presentation. So in accordance with the ESAs, we managed to review all of that, and I repeat again, we have issued a clean opinion, a qualified opinion, and I think that marks the end of that presentation for the audited report. Back to you, Chair.
Okay, thank you. The auditor said that we have unqualified.
Yes.
We have unqualified opinion. Okay, thanks for the management, secretariat for that. So, we have the audit report, we have the budget and the financial report. Do we approve? Oh, let us receive audit report again. We receive audit report. Okay. Any comment or any discussion about those three criteria, financial, budget, and the audit report? Anyone? So, are we approved? Okay, thank you. But before we have already approved, and then I want to have a resolution. And there's when we are in Mombasa. Okay, thank you, auditor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. When we are in Mombasa, we receive a proposal to increase our subscription. This subscription is for long years. I think Mr. Musonye know that it was 1,500 USD, and we are proposing to increase it to 5,000. And I think we approve in our last General Assembly in Mombasa. What I want to make a resolution, to have a resolution to request CAF will send the letter to Madam Sarah and Jinan to ask them to deduct from the CAF subsidy they are sending to the members association and direct, because it is difficult when they receive. And when you receive it through General Secretary Office to send the finance people, and you will send our resolution. Therefore, we agree that they have to deduct it direct from CAF. Are we agree? We agree. Okay. So we have already finished the finances, but also we have one agenda about finances. Agenda gani inakuja? Okay, appointment of auditor. Our auditor, please, can you excuse us? Our our executive director wants to submit the proposal of appointment of your next term. Thank you for the good work you are doing, but you have to excuse us. Maybe people they refuse. They have a discussion. Okay. Executive Director.
Thank you, Mr. President. We want to submit that CKM and Associates, who have been our auditors, to continue auditing the SECFA books of accounts for the next 1 year. That is our submission.
Okay. He submit. We receive it. So we agree. Anyone has any remarks? Please, we are in General Assembly. Please raise your hand. Are we approve it so that we can extend? Okay. Thank you. We approve it. Okay, another agenda.
The next agenda, Mr. President, is consideration of proposals to amend the statutes, if any. I want to submit to this meeting that there was no any proposal for the amendment of statutes.
Okay, go on.
Thank you, Mr. President. The next agenda item is the election of presidents of the zone. This being a non-elective General Assembly, I want to submit that there is no elections for the president.
I think all things which involved with the election, because it is not applicable, let us go to the agenda, another agenda.
Thank you, Mr. President. Our next agenda is a presentation of the SECFA activity report. We all have the SECFA activity report in front of us. It's a very detailed report.
Okay.
But
sorry, I think because activity report also will be with a video, I think you have to have a presentation from SECFA activity and the competition calendar, and then we'll go to activity report, and then we'll wind it. Activity report. Why need to see your calendar? Okay. Okay. Go on.
so, like I said, we have the activity reports with us, in front of us. It's a very detailed document, but we have a short video that is not more than 3 minutes long. I'll want to ask the people running the IT to please play the activity report video.
participating teams. It's all about creating a safe and supportive environment for everyone involved in the game. From September 26th to the 27th, Nairobi was buzzing with the General Coordinators Workshop. With 30 dedicated participants, we had CAF General Coordinator Mazen Mazouk sharing his expertise to ensure the coordinators meet CAF and FIFA standards. And let's not forgetting the exciting VAR workshop. Get ready, sports fans. 2024 has been a busy year for SECFA, packed with exciting events and activities. We kicked off the year in style at the annual general meeting in the stunning coastal city of Mombasa on February 24th. The agenda was packed. Tournament activities, financial strategies, and member welfare were all on the table. The event was graced by some big names, including CAF third Vice President Mr. Suleiman Waberi, CAF Secretary General Veron Mosengo Omba, and Sarah Mukuna, who's CAF's Director of Member Associations. On the pitch, the action has been non-stop. July brought us the thrilling Darport Kagame Cup in Tanzania, followed by the CAF Women's Champions League qualifiers in Ethiopia in August. And just recently, we wrapped up the nail-biting Under-20 AFCON qualifiers in Dar es Salaam. What a ride! But wait, there is more. SECFA is all about empowerment. In September, we hosted an executive women's leadership course in Addis Ababa, where 50 amazing women from across the SECFA zone came together to level up their leadership skills in football. Talk about girl power. This year, we also made strides in safeguarding. SECFA conducted workshops during its tournaments with 2 male and female focal points appointed by member associations and participating teams. It's all about creating a safe and supportive environment for everyone involved in the game. From September 26th to the 27th, Nairobi was buzzing with the General Coordinators Workshop. With 30 dedicated participants, we had CAF General Coordinator Mazen Mazouk sharing his expertise to ensure the coordinators meet CAF and FIFA standards. And let's not forgetting the exciting VAR workshop in Tanzania from September the 29th to October the 2nd. Each member association sent 2 elite referees to enhance their skills with this game-changing technology. As we look ahead, we can't wait for more CAF-coordinated capacity-building activities and action-packed tournaments across our member zones. December 2024 was a thrilling golf fest. At the CAF African Schools SECFA qualifiers in Uganda, the host ruled the girls category. While Tanzania dominated the boys. Adding to the action, over 15 budding journalists honed their skills under the guidance of top sports journalist Shono Simbo at the Young Reporters Workshop.
Welcome. Thank you. I'd like to ask you a question. How do you feel about the progress of women's football in SECFA?
Meanwhile, in Kampala, CAF's top medical experts, led by Sheriff Abu El Enain and SECFA's Baraka Kizuguto, wrapped up a hands-on anti-doping workshop focused on player safety and performance. The year ended with a bang as the Ugandan Cubs edged Tanzania 2-1 in the SECFA Under-17 AFCON qualifiers final, both teams booking their spot at the 2025 Under-17 AFCON. On the sidelines of the African Schools and Under-17 SECFA qualifiers, CAF's safeguarding workshops led by Veronica Lusici championed protecting the dream, ensuring every player's journey stays safe and bright.
Live this tournament.
2025 kicked off in style with Tanzania's JKT Queens making history as the first SECAFA team to win the CAF Under-17 Gift Tournament. What a start!
This activity report. Delegate, are you receiving it? Including the videos? Okay. Do we approve our activity report? Okay, approved. Another agenda?
The next agenda, Mr. President, is a presentation and adoption of the activities and competition calendar for 2025.
President Isaias? Okay, on behalf of the chairman of competition, you have to do presentation.
Thank you. I stand here on behalf of President Isaias to present what will be our competitions and activities for the year 2025. Just as a background, in what led to the decision for the activities for this year, we are required by FIFA to do 1 senior women competitions. We are required to do 2 girls age grade competitions and 2 boys age grade competitions. And then important dates to note for this year, there's the AFCON Under-17 continental competition to be held between 30th March and 19th of April in Morocco. There's the AFCON Under-20 continental competition to be held in Ivory Coast between 26th April and 18th May. There's the Women AFCON competition in Morocco between 5th of July and 26th of July. There's Chan, which has moved to August. So for purposes of our planning, we've said 1st to 31st of August, 2025. There's the Women Champions League Continental Competition that will be held between the 8th and the 23rd of November. The venue is yet to be confirmed. And lastly, there's AFCON, which kicks off on 21st of December, 2025 to 18th of January, 2026. These dates gave us guidance when we were coming up with the activities and competitions that we are looking at doing this year. For this calendar year, we've already done one girls tournament, the Gift Under 17 tournament that was held in Tanzania, and we've seen it in the activity report. We are looking to host the Women's Club Champions League between 20th September and 4th of October this year. We are looking to host a SECAFA Under 17 Boys Championship between 15th to 29th of November this year. We are looking to host the African Schools Football Championship between 1st to 7th of December 2025. It's normally a 4-day tournament, so it's a quick one. We are also looking to host a SECAFA Senior Women competition. The dates have not been determined, and we've tasked the Football Development Office to coordinate with our member associations to find which time our teams are available to be able to play in this competition. Last year we held the Kagame Cup, the Dapot Kagame Cup, and we're in discussion with Tanzania Ports Authority to also hold the same tournament this year as a preparation for our clubs playing in the continental competition between 31st August to 14th of September this year. We've gotten into discussions, and hopefully we will be signing a memorandum of association with the county government of Kilifi, who have graciously accepted to host the inaugural SECAFA Beach Soccer this year. Proposed dates are 31st May to 7th of June in Malindi, and the county government has also said that they want to host it for the next 3 years in Malindi. Lastly, we are proposing to host the SECAFA Senior Men's Challenge Cup, and this for us with Chan coming up is an opportunity for the 3 member associations, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, who are hosting Chan this year, to one, have a platform where their teams can be given a competition to gauge themselves and to prepare for the competition. 2, involve the local organizing committee and the volunteers that the 3 nations will be using for Chan, just in terms of event management and their preparedness for the tournament. And 3, to test our infrastructure and just make sure that we are ready in terms of hosting this tournament. So the proposal for this is June and up to July. We've not firmed up the dates. We need to be sure that the teams and the member association, sorry about that, the teams and the member associations after the tournament, not only do they use it for their preparation, but they have enough time to be able to then, make amendments to any of the infrastructure issues or anything that will come up. In terms of workshops, we are proposing a couple of workshops this year. We had very successful workshops last year, so we are proposing a media workshop this year for all football media people in the member association. We are proposing to do a refresher course, CAF Diploma B workshop for women coaches across our territories. We are proposing to do 2 VAR workshops for our referees. VAR is now a reality and is being used right across a lot of our competition, and it will become entrenched in our competitions going forward. So we are proposing to do 2 workshops for the referees and 1 workshop for the operators of the VAR. We do have, courtesy of CAF, VAR equipment that is in Dar es Salaam, where we've been doing our training, and hopefully we want to see if we can be able to roll out the operation of VAR in our competitions this year. Lastly, we are suggesting to do a CAF Pro license course. We do know that the conventions of CAF are such that pro license courses can only be, or all coaching courses are only done by member associations, but we are looking at economies of scale, and secondly, the fact that not our member associations don't have a huge number of CAF A license to justify each member association doing a pro license. So we will domicile this course with one of the member associations who will make the application on behalf of the rest of us, and then we will then bring our A license for them to get a certification for pro license. This discussion has been had with CAF, Raul Chipenda, the director of technical director, and is agreeable to it. And again, the competitions committee yesterday has thrown this back to the secretariat for us to go to all our individual member associations and see if this is viable based on the number of A licenses that we have in all our federations. That, dear members, is a submission from the competitions committee on the competitions for 2025 and the activities for 2025. I submit on behalf of President Isaias. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Delegates Chen. Okay, I have an addition remarks about the competition. The competition, he mentioned that the three national countries which will be the host of CHAN will participate. Okay, we are going to test our infrastructure and our local organizing committees, but also we want to use it as also preparation for not three, our 4 SECAFA teams, including Sudan. And our mission to make sure that when the CHAN trophy come to East Africa, to SECAFA, will not go out. This is sorry for my fellow zone presidents who are here. That is our mission. And we invite you, purpose, to know, to tell you that what we mean. Therefore, it will be also as a preparation. Okay, whether it is World Cup or what, but we are coming there. Therefore, we will use this as a preparation. Okay. After that, as we have received that calendar, what we need, who has interest of hosting the tournament which mentioned there, they have to send their interest, including government guarantee, but I think the Secretariat will send the notification and the deadline. Always people that are taking long to respond. Please, when you say deadline, we have to do according to deadline. So, according to that information, do we approve the report from competition? Okay. Give Edgar. Edgar is a remarks.
Mr. President, thank you so much for giving me the chance to say something. Of course, in the principle of approval, we are suggesting that if there is possibility to include a team, for example, from the brother zones to participate in this competition, probably it will give us more chance to practice winning them before we actually win them in the CHAN, if it is allowed.
Okay, it's allowed because what I want to say is that we have such a tournament this month, Mapinduzi Cup. It was the same mission, And we invite Burkina Faso, who were up to the final. And we invite many countries, but they didn't respond. We'll do also that. We'll invite, and the most priority will be those who are here. But if they think that we will have no their secret, okay, we'll excuse them. But already Burkina Faso were there up to final, but they lost 2-1, which is Zanzibar, not Tanzania, it was Zanzibar. Therefore, you know how serious we are. Okay, President Alphonse.
Thank you, President. I thank you for this program of competition. As far as we are talking of competition, especially under ages in development, I think we are having a serious challenge of respecting the age. I'm not pointing a finger to anyone. I think we've got this challenge even internally in our federation, in our countries. Even if you go, when you go to schools, you see some of the school team trying to cheat. But even, I think if we go beyond, even beyond the countries, we find this kind of challenges. I think there's kind of mentality we need to work on with our partners internally and in the region to make sure that we understand that that kind of cheating is not really helping the development of our game. So, as I said, it's an internal and even beyond federations challenge that we need as the federations to really seriously work on. So maybe some of the mechanism would maybe alleviate the gravity of the situation, where we can have scientific check, medical check, to make sure that the age is respected. But it is quite an usual mentality we need to educate. Thank you, President.
Thank you, President Alfonso. I agree with you, it's a serious issue. But for me, I think the best thing is to have grassroots, as we are advised, from 6 years, to have a database in our federation, but also I request CAF to see how they can do so that database electronical can be linked to CAF. And those who are in the database will consider that they comply with the age, because even if we can do from primary school, we don't think that someone can cheat from primary school. Like we in Tanzania, we have something, we call it SM9. It is an electronic database since it's standard 1. But also we can go further. We can put even fingerprints for the boys and girls. That is the challenge we give it to CAF, to do that and to send it to our members. And those who will not be in that formal procedure, we can maybe refuse them, or we can give that advantage by going to do scientific check. That is my reasoning. But this, you, CAF and FIFA, you are here, you see that is a serious challenge which we have. But for me, I think that even when we do electronical, it depends. Some of them, they say that it is not that 100%. For us to start the preparation for the grassroots, 6 years, those who are in database from 6 years, even if someone is a big board, but we know we have a fingerprint from the real age, we have no doubt. But those who are coming in between, we can do that scientific. That is a challenge. We think you have to take it serious because it's just serious. Thank you. Anyone? Prince Magogo?
Thank you so much, President of SECFA, and the Executive Committee, our colleagues from the zones, and fellow presidents from the federations comprising SECFA. I want to talk about competitions. First of all, to thank CAF for the opportunity they have given us to host CHAN 2024 and AFCON 2027. I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody, the representatives we have in the CAF executive for the job they did, but also from our fellow presidents of federations for the moral support they gave. It is indeed true that CAF has extended the competition to August instead of February. That is for CHAN, but it is for the good reasons. I want to assure everybody that even if the infrastructure was ready, but we had not really organized the event because there is infrastructure on one side, but there is also the event itself. Because our objective is to bring Africa to East Africa, such that they understand. Like somebody said that it looks like, as the Bible said, in the Garden of Eden was actually in East Africa. Because it is the oldest human bones that have been found by the scientists actually in East Africa. So maybe it is correct. So we would think that this is an opportunity. I want to take this opportunity to invite the support of our sister federations from the region to start with. That for us to organize this competition, we need everybody to support us. Please, we need your support in very many ways. We have 4 countries from the zone that have qualified for CHAN. We would want even to have more countries qualify for AFCON 2027, such that we invite, there are 24 slots and we can equally compete for them. If we have already Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania as hosts, we would love to see Rwanda, we would love to see Burundi, we would love to see everybody else qualify for 2027 such that it is a festival, considering that we're a population of about 300 million. Having said that, I also want to use this opportunity to inform members that for us to ensure, and particularly Uganda and particularly myself, to ensure that we have a very, very successful competition, we need a lot of energy. We have Mr. Tenga, we have Mr. Nicholas Musonyi. We want the 3 countries to come together and make sure. So I believe my best energies in supporting CAF, my best energies to support the zone is to concentrate and deliver Uganda, as we have Kenya delivered and we have Tanzania delivered. I had proposed myself to stand for the position of the CAF executive for the zone, and it doesn't just work together. I had a very long meeting with my brother Wabeli yesterday. For us to be able to deliver this particular competition, I believe my best energies are going to serve the zone and the CAF in this particular function. Myself standing with my brother Wallace, Uganda and Tanzania, we are one and the same. And this has been for a very long time. It doesn't just make sense that we are organizing for CAF competitions, we are organizing for CHAN, we are going into a competition, and we are asking South Sudan, we are asking Kenya that we need a vote. But at the same time, we want them together, to come together. We are both very strong leaders in the region. We can serve this zone in different capacities. So I want to inform the members of SECFA that for the benefit of the zone, for the benefit of CAF, officially I would like to leave my brother to continue, and for me I will serve the zone and CAF to ensure that we have very, very successful event. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother Magogo, for your declaration Okay, we leave someone, maybe Waberi, as you said that you have a long discussion with him. Me and you, we are brothers, always we are together. And what I tell you, we agree before me and President Magogo to make sure that Tanzania and Uganda, we don't miss any competition organized in SECAFA. And that if you see the data, if you see the records, always we are together. Uganda and Tanzania, we are there. And always when we are playing, Uganda and Tanzania is a derby. But it's because we agree and we are sharing many things. Thanks for that, but I think one will do it on behalf, I'll give a chance on behalf of our zone, and our brothers from other zone are there. And I think it will be okay for our decision which made before for supporting our zone for our candidates to the CAF and the FIFA. I think this is okay, and it is the best thing for solidarity. And this is the good plan, but also our friendship, our brotherhood, sisterhood will continue in our zone. It is a good thing. And even I was discussion with my brother Mohammed Hussein from Kenya. He asked me, tell that previous we were used to compete each other, and we are always in a disadvantage of against our other zones. But now I think we are going in the tomorrow. Our brother from Burundi, Reverend Dikurio, is the one who mentioned it in our previous meeting that we have to make sure that we SECAFA, we go with one unity, with one voice. Thank you for that, my brother. Okay, anyone? My brother Hussein?
Members of Congress, Chairman, Vice Chair, all protocols observed, good morning. Or is it good afternoon? Good afternoon. Mine will be quite brief. I don't want to repeat what President Magogo has said, but I concur with him on the issue of Chan, that we require all the support as a region. The most important thing, I think, first is to say that I'm glad to be part of the bigger family, which is SECAFA, and that I want to reaffirm our commitment as Kenya, that we will work as a bloc and move together as a team and achieve our agenda. The one thing I've noticed with our competitions over the years is the marketing of our activities and how we promote our games. I think moving forward, let's not undersell ourselves. Chairman, there's a lot of potential. The countries that are participating in all these competitions this year, next year, and the years after have a big chance of increasing revenue across all sectors of the sport if we are able to improve how we market and how we push the competitions at every level. And I think let's start with Chan and AFCON that is coming this year, next year, and sort of raise the bar. If we can raise the bar and make sure that all our competitions are very lucrative and that we compete with the best amongst the best in the world, it is the only way we will improve standards. So I'm hoping to see our budgets in the next years coming, that we will have very lucrative competitions, that the entire ecosystem within the region that has invested in football shall be the beneficiaries. Chan and AFCON present a wonderful opportunity, and it will be a shame if we lost it. Thank you very much, Chairman.
Okay, thank you. But also I want to clarify what my brother Magogo said, that he mentioned Musonye and Tenga. Musonye is the chairman of the local organizing committee for Kenya, and Tenga is the chairman of the local organizing committee in Tanzania. And he mentioned those two persons, because they have a lot of experience. Therefore, there's a chairman of a local organizing committee from Kenya, but I think he mentioned for Uganda, but he mentioned two because you know that he has, they are our familiar of football family for a long time. Therefore, that is the strength which we have. That is the information. Okay, anyone? Oh, we are. Victor?
Thank you, Chairman, and Vice Chairman, all the distinguished guests. Mine is just a request because, and it's about the Chan. Since Chan is coming to East Africa Pamoja, and we have local organizing committee, I'm requesting that we have to include the SECFA zone in all the LOC members, so that they also get the expertise in the areas in different areas. So it's just a request from the three countries that the other SECFA countries should be included also in the local organizing committee. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry, but I think the message, I was talking with my vice here. Oh, sorry, but anyone? Oh, we concluded. So, I think you have already approved our agenda. Therefore, the last agenda is any business. It is put in the, you know, nowadays in the General Assembly, there's no any business. And you have to do amendment in our statute to make sure any business should be in the EXCOM and where, but in the General Assembly, nowadays there's no any other business. But this maybe it is a forum for the president to, and they say that it is any other business exactly direction according to statute. Therefore, we have to do amendment. When we are doing amendment, this one will have to take it. Okay. Isa, I want to. Okay, I'll say it.
You want to say something? Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, President, for giving me the chance. I understand that in General Assembly there is no any other business, but thank you for your understanding. As SECFA, always we remain together, and we are very strong integrity. We showed this many times. So for the first time, we're gonna have a candidate on FIFA Council. Maybe Lydia was there, and we supported her in Morocco. It was understandable. But now our brother Suleiman is running for the FIFA Council member. So we all 11 countries, if possible including Zanzibar, we have to stand together to support our brothers. This is my message to you. We have to have someone there as a SECFA. We haven't been there long time, maybe after Idnekacho. Yeah, long time. So we have to stand together. That is my message for you. And the rest, of all, it's up to your decision. Thank you very much.
So, Thank you, our brother Isaias, and I think they already had you, but also we'll have to join together when the campaign opened to make sure that we don't miss this slot. Okay, now I can invite someone from the 4. I think who will speak on your behalf? Pele, the oldest one. You know, Pele is
You're going to speak on our behalf. Just on our behalf. You are the oldest. No, please. Please.
I cannot speak English.
You can speak French, no problem. I'm a Frenchman. Only that one.
J'espère que tout le monde comprend le français. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry my English is not very good. I can speak in French. Who can translate? Yes. C'est bon, tu feras ça. Bien, bonjour tout le monde. Je suis vraiment honoré d'être ici à l'Assemblée générale de la SECFA, en ce jour mémorable, bien sûr.
Good morning, everyone, and it's an honor to be here in this General Assembly of SECFA.
Je prends donc la parole au nom de mes camarades invités ici, le président de l'UNIFAC, le président de l'UFOA-A, le vice-président de l'UFOA-B et le président de l'Association des clubs africains ici présents. À leur nom, en tout cas, on vous remercie de l'honneur que vous nous faites aujourd'hui d'être invités, en tout cas d'être vos hôtes au niveau de l'Assemblée générale de la SECFA.
Again, it's an honor to be here representing on behalf of my colleague, President of Zone, the 4 Zone.
Vraiment, je voudrais particulièrement remercier mon frère Wallace et le président Madot et le président Waiberi qui m'ont bien sûr facilité l'arrivée à cette Assemblée générale et qui nous ont permis en tout cas d'être parmi vous aujourd'hui.
Also, he will need to thank the President Wallace, Waiberi and Augustine for the invitation.
Comme l'a souligné Sarah, hier je pense en parlant, elle a dit, on a commencé à introduire en quelque sorte une nouvelle particularité au niveau des assemblées générales des unions zonales. Ça a commencé chez nous à l'UFOAB, ça se fait aujourd'hui avec SECFA, c'est à saluer. Avant, les assemblées générales des unions zonales n'avaient pas d'invités des autres zones.
Also take the opportunity to say thank you to Sarah from CAF, this initiative to invite other presidents from Zono to the General Assembly.
Donc c'est une particularité en tout cas en Afrique qu'il faut développer, je pense, parce que ça ressoude encore plus nos liens au niveau de la Confédération africaine de football.
It's also take the opportunity to give the push on this initiative and having those invitations for other presidents from other zones.
Je le dis d'autant plus que, comme l'a dit tout de suite Suleiman et Wallace, effectivement, je suis un des plus anciens J'ai été élu ma première année en 2009 comme président de la Fédération nigérienne de football. De 2009 à maintenant, j'ai eu le temps de voir beaucoup de choses évoluer au niveau de la CAF.
So he saw many things, many changes in CAF since he's president from 29. Yeah.
Et voilà. Donc, j'ai eu la chance, moi, de passer toutes les étapes. Je suis toujours président de la Fédération nigérienne de football. J'ai été président de l'union zonale de notre zone, de l'UFOA B, avant de passer aujourd'hui à la position de membre du comité exécutif de la CAF. Et bien sûr, je suis candidat aujourd'hui au conseil de la FIFA, ce sur quoi, bien sûr, je vais profiter pour plébisciter vos voix en tant que frère, en tout cas en tant que quelqu'un qui a eu l'expérience d'une douzaine d'années, en tout cas, d'exercice pour pouvoir apporter ce que je peux.
It's a lot of things, but again, he has a lot of experience. He was president of the member association since 2019. 9, yes, sorry. And he's a candidate also for the council member for FIFA. So it's currently ex-member of CAF.
Donc, en tout cas, je salue ce que j'ai vu ici. L'une des choses qu'il faut le plus saluer dans votre zone, c'est ce que je viens de voir, c'est la cohésion, c'est l'union, c'est l'entente. Vraiment, c'est particulier et je félicite Wallace et les Suleiman qui sont les pionniers de votre association. Vraiment, soyez fiers de ça. On voit qu'il y a une très belle cohésion au niveau de la SECAFA. Soyez très fiers de ça et continuez dans cette voie-là.
He would like also to highlight the cohesion of the SECAFA member association, the collaboration, the unity, and this is a great example that he can bring to other zones.
Merci encore une fois de nous recevoir ici et bonne assise.
Thank you very much for your invitation. Goodbye.
Thank you, President Pele. And can I request this opportunity, at least our brother Musoni, to say something to your family?
Thank you very much, President Karia, the members of the SECAFA Exco, members of FIFA who are here, Mr. Waperi, our invited guests from other zones, members of the SECAFA Executive Committee, chairmen, presidents of the federations in our zone, and the general secretaries and vice presidents, and the staff of SECAFA, the board member of South Sudan, and all the guests invited. May I take this opportunity to thank you very much for inviting me. This is an honor. After leaving our zone about 4 years ago, you have done very well to invite me. I am very proud of SECAFA. When we went for elections and we met with the president of SECAFA, we knew what we were doing. We knew we will hold SECAFA together up to now. When we picked my brother Auka to be the Director General of SECAFA, we were right. People said, oh, you have picked someone from rugby to bring it to football. But we knew you are going to hold this federation together, and you have done it. I am proud of your secretariat. I follow what you do. The activities you are organizing on yearly basis makes us very proud. Me and Tenga, we always talk and say, SECAFA is organizing competitions. Without competitions, SECAFA is not there. So we congratulate you for the job you are doing. And we have seen the plans you have for the future, very promising. So I want to take this opportunity to thank my new president, Mr. Hussein, who has made me the president of the local organizing committee with the government of Kenya. We invite you in Kenya, and we invite you in East Africa, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, to organize CHAN and organize AFCON in 2027. We assure you, you will be there. So, Mr. President, thank you for inviting me. Thank you to the President of South Sudan for the honor of organizing this General Assembly. This is the first time South Sudan is doing so. We thank you for the great occasion you have hosted us here. FIFA members, CAF members who are here, I have worked with you. I appreciate you. You work even under difficult conditions, but you have made SECFA what it is. So I really appreciate all of you, my friends who have been there before, and the new faces I see. I'm very proud of you, and I wish you the best of luck. Very good General Assembly, and the future is bright for SECFA. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, our brother veteran Nicholas Musonye. Now, as we are going to the end, I said that I don't like that any other business, but as it's still in the statute, I have to respect it. Let me request, ask the executive director if we receive any other business.
Mr. President, there is no any other business that was received by the Secretariat for this meeting in accordance with the statute.
Okay. No any other business. Don't say that the President has violated the statute. Something small. My brother Waberi, Vice President of CAFU, my brother Agustino, member of SECFA Executive Committees, our guest from FIFA and CAFU, my fellow SECFA President, invitees, guests from other zone, chairman of ACA, our brothers, South Sudan Executive Committee, delegates for our AGM, invited guests who I didn't mention, ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to thank God for smooth running of our General Assembly today, as this is to comply with the statute that we have to discuss our previous activities, but to approve the coming plan for next year. And thank you for your participation, but also thank you for coming here. Thank you for hosting us here today. And as I conclude this, as our brother Musonye mentioned, that competition is everything. Therefore, I urge our fellow members, I'm saying this, I'm not happy we need members to participate in each and every tournament, every competition. As CAF, FIFA, they are supporting us, we must. We don't need any excuses, In CAF and FIFA, if you don't participate in more than two competition, you are going to be banned if you don't have concrete excuses. Therefore, I think when we are doing an amendment of a statute, we have to make sure that we put that one. Otherwise, will remain to be tailed in other zone if you don't want to participate. Because we need challenge. We need to participate to promote our boys and girls. And we want next when we meet to analyze. We have some exemptions like our brothers from Eritrea, Sudan, but others there's no excuses. But still, we ask FIFA and CAF to make sure that they try to solve the problem with our brothers in Eritrea, but to pray God, the current situation in Sudan, even we don't have them here, but in Sudan, even they have that situation, they're still participating. Okay, we need to participate. This is an important issue. But also, we request the CAF, FIFA, our zone, we have 11 members. But we are getting same as 5 members of UNAF they are getting. We need to do calculation, please. Otherwise, we cannot do our competition. We need to do it pro rata, to share according to number of members. And even I think my other zone president, they can agree about that. If they don't agree, okay. But that is the truth. Because we can, I don't ask you to reduce, but what you are getting now, we can take the lowest number is 5, to divide by 5, and to multiply by number of members. That will be equity. What always President Infantino, when he said that he wants to be equity. But for the zone, there's no equity. We need to be done that thing. But the other things, we thank you, FIFA, we thank you, CAF, send our regards to our presidents, that there's a lot of changes regarding the issue like that one which I mentioned, but there's a lot of changes, there's a lot of support, and tell them we are going to support them to make sure that they are doing much better than what they are doing now. For me, I thank my brother Magogo. We'll talk later. And it's why we didn't want to talk about the election here, but we have our responsibility of agreeing in our own zone that we have our vice president, and we agree previous, and we ask him to do nomination for FIFA. We need someone in FIFA, and no one others. He's alone. We need to support him from our zone. If it was only for zone representative, we'd not have anything to say. But I agree with the President Isaias. It is not campaigning. It is our own resolution that all our 11 votes will go to Abeir. For other campaigning election, we'll see who will support when the campaign starts. But for the current, our Vice President, we have to support him. Other things, I thank you all. And before coming here, we are supposed to have our AGM in Djibouti. And my brother Waberi told me that it is better we can come to South Sudan because it is the first time to be here. And we have made a history. Therefore, the coming General Assembly will be in Djibouti. Therefore, prepare to go to Djibouti. Thank you all, and God will help us go to make sure that we do our obligation. We make sure that SECFA will always shine. Thank you. God bless SECFA. Thank you. See you in Djibouti.
Not yet. Not yet. Members, just 1 minute of your time. The President has given his closing remarks. There's one more item, which is the adjournment, which will be done just now. But before that, South Sudan Football Association have asked that they have some gifts that they want to present. So, Mr. President, I'll give you this opportunity, and then President Wallace can close the assembly officially. So, President Augustino, this is your moment.
Well, you prepare Secretary General for the gift. In fact, we are so happy to be with us here always. You know, we'll miss you when you leave us. You know, all our friends that visit presence. My friend Ibrahim is here. So as we actually appreciate all of you for coming. Pele, Mayola, and Lamina, it's a great for you to come. And I think it's to say safe travel home back, and wish you well for this movement. I think today we have team playing the legend of SECFA and legend of South Sudan football, a session they will be playing today. So maybe I'm not going to play, but I will be a coach for SECFA. I'm going to be a coach of SECFA, and you are a referee. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Mr. Ali will appoint Silaman to be a referee. So we will have a game, and we are also waiting for information for if we get the courtesy call, probably the 16 presidents may have an opportunity to have a courtesy call with His Excellency the President to go and greet you if it is possible. We have that promise. I was in the office of the presidents, and they have that arrangement. And of course, with our guests from CAF and FIFA, and also Madam Sarah here, extend our greetings to our president. And I think with your encouragement, you will say there is a lot of achievement by SECFA, and also the FIFA. Extend our greetings to our President Infantino, the greeting from South Sudan. And I hope you travel well and you have this day, and then we meet again in Morocco. I think many of us will be in Morocco. I think we will be together, and even to Cairo. So it's a season of, we are just waiting for the list so that we campaign very well for the coming elections. Otherwise, I'm just talking to wait for the gift to come. The gift are ready? They are coming? Okay. So they are preparing for the gift. There are people who are
leaving this afternoon.
Okay.
So let's do the symbolic ones.
Okay.
And then the rest will give them in their rooms.
Oh.
Thank you so much. Our delegates, while leaving this hall, you will kindly pick one of these bags, and these are the gifts from South Sudan Football Association, for the interest of time. Thank you so much. The gifts are here. While leaving the hall, the team will present you one bag.